Hello everyone, we are here with a new topic, that is properties of division of our chapter number 2, that is whole number. In our previous classes we have learned what is a whole number, then properties of the whole number, how to represent a whole number in the number line, then we have also learned properties of addition, then properties of subtraction, then properties of multiplication, and now we are here with our last topic, that is properties of division. That is when we divide a whole number with another whole number, the result, whether the result is a whole number or not, when we interchange their places. Suppose in multiplication, if we multiply any two whole numbers, suppose a into b equals b into a, it was that. Now we will look whether it is same when we divide a divided by b, a equals or not equal b divided by a. We will look and discuss all those points in our this particular video. So let's start. Here our first point is, when a whole number is divided by another whole number, the quotient obtained is not always a whole number. Okay, so before that we have to know what is a quotient, what is a remainder, what is a divisor, or what is a dividend, right? Look here, suppose here I divided b with a, clear? This is known as divisor. What is it? Divisor. This is known as divisor. This is dividend. Dividend. And suppose a into c, we got another number d, and here left a remainder, suppose e. This is a remainder. This is remainder and this is quotient. Clear? This one is divisor, this one is dividend, this one is quotient, and this one is remainder. So here our first point is, when a whole number is divided by another whole number, the quotient is not always a whole number. And our main answer of, suppose when we subtract 10 2 from 10, we got a result 8, right? When 8 is our answer, 8 is our required answer, clear? When we add 10 plus 2, we got result 12 is our required answer. When we multiply 10 into 2, 20 is our required answer, right? But in case of division, what is our answer? This quotient is our answer, clear? This quotient is our required answer. I hope you are getting my points. Now when we will divide a divided by b, we will get our quotient c as our answer, clear? For example, let me show you another example. Suppose here 15 divided by 3, we know 3 into 5 is 15, then remainder will be what? 0. Then our answer is what? Our answer is 5, clear? Now another fact about division, when this divisor and quotient, if we multiply the divisor and the quotient, we get our dividend, clear? Then okay, when we multiply divisor and dividend, divisor and quotient, and if we add the remainder, we get our dividend. So it will be what? Divisor into quotient, plus remainder equals dividend, clear? This is our main division, which we have all done right till now. So now let's move to our properties. So here the first property shows us that when we divide a whole number with another whole number, the result will not always be a whole number, clear? Will not always be a whole number, as it was in subtraction, properties of subtraction. When we subtract a whole number from the another whole number, the result is not always a whole number, clear? There are some criteria for getting a whole number subtraction, right? Here also we have to get some there are some rules whether we get a whole number or not. For example, look, when we divide 9 when we divide 9 with 7, it is not a whole number. What will be the result if we divide 9 with 7? Look here, 9 divided by 7. So 7 into 1 7, then remainder 2 left, 2, then 0.0, 2.0, then suppose 7 2s are 7 2s are 14, then there decimal came, right? So if decimal came, it is not a whole number. We know whole numbers are only 0 1 2 3 4 5 6, the numbers with negative sign before, this is not a whole number. The number with decimal, these are also not whole numbers. So when we divide 9 with 7, our result is 1.2, which is not a whole number. Now if we divide 15 with 3, yes, I have divided, right, 15 with 3. Look here, our result is 5. 5 is a whole number. So I told you that the quotient obtained is not always a whole number. You should remember this point. Obtained is not always a whole number. Clear? So now let's move to our next point, that is a change in the order of division of two non-zero whole number changes the quotient. If a and b, for example, if a and b are two whole numbers, then a divided by b not equals b divided by a. What this point tells us? Now let us consider the other three properties of addition, subtraction and multiplication, then we will come to that. In addition, what was that? When we add any two whole numbers, suppose a plus b, then b plus a is also same. Clear? It was same, right? Look here, for example, when we have done 2 is a whole number, 2 plus 3 equals 3 plus 2, 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 2 is also 5. That our addition was this property was this is all good for addition, right? Now in subtraction, it was not, right? Suppose 2 minus 3 not equals 3 minus 2. 2 minus 3 is what? 2 minus 3 is minus 1, and 3 minus 2 is what? 1. So this will be not equals. But in multiplication, 2 into 3 equals 3 into 2. 2 into 3 is 6. 3 into 2 is 3 into 2 is 1. 3 into 2 is also 6. Okay. These properties are actually this addition for addition and multiplication. This property are almost similar, and for subtraction and division properties are also similar. As I told you earlier that there is a relation between subtraction and division, because division is what? Division is repeated subtraction, right? When we divide, if we divide repeatedly any number, what the result will be lesser, right? If we go on division, the result will always come less. And multiplication, what? Multiplication is what? A repeated addition. Look, if we add 2 plus 2 plus 2, then it is what? We added 3 2s, right? So we can write it as 2 into 3. That means multiplication is a repeated addition, and division is a repeated subtraction. So this both of their properties are similar. In addition and multiplication, their properties are almost similar, and in subtraction and division, their properties are also almost similar. So here, if we look an example, suppose 15 divided by 3, we have done earlier. 15 divided by 3 is 15 divided by 5 is 3. Now if we rearrange their places, that is 5 divided by 15, will not get our answer as 3. Our answer will be what? 1 by 3, which 1 by 3 is not a whole number. So this is our second point. I hope you were getting right. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. So now let us move to our third point, that is a change in grouping of three whole number while dividing changes the quotient. Yes, when we consider 3, that means it is our associative property, right? In our earlier point was with two numbers. When we interchange their places, it was commutative property. Now when we consider 3 digits or 3 numbers, it is our associative property, we know. So a change in grouping of three whole number while dividing changes the quotient. If a, b, c are three whole numbers, means what? As of multiplication, when we multiply three whole numbers and if we interchange their places, the result same, right? But here in this case the result is not same. For example, if three whole numbers be a, b, c, therefore a divided by, if we give bracket, that is if we divide, bracket means what? We should do it fast. First bracket means we should do it fast. Then if there is second bracket, then after first bracket we will solve them. Then if there is third bracket, then after first bracket, second bracket, we will move to third bracket. Here first bracket means what? We have to solve this first. If a divided by first bracket, b divided by c, then not equals a divided first bracket c. For example, if we take an example, here 20 divided by 16 divided by 18 not equals 20 divided by, okay, for first bracket we have to what? We have to solve this first. That means 16 divided by 18 is how much? Sorry, 16 divided by 8, it is 2. Therefore it will be what? 20 divided by 2. This part will be 20 divided by 2, and 20 divided by 2 is how much? It is 10. Clear? Okay. Our LHS equals 10. So now let us move to our RHS part. Here first bracket, we have to first solve the first bracket. 20 divided by 16. Let us divide 20 divided by 16. If we cancel with 4, the both the numerator and the denominator is divisible with 4. That is 4, 4, 4, 5. Clear? So now if we it is not here also it is not possible. It will not be a whole number. Clear? It will be, suppose if we divide 5 with 4, 4, 1, 4, then 1.042, it will be what? 1.2. Then 1.2 divided by 8 will not be a whole number. That's why we can say that when a divided by b divided by c not equals this equation, right? So I hope this property is clear to you. That is associative property of division. So now let's move to our fourth property. Here, when a whole number is divided by itself, that means when a whole number is divided, for example, if 2 is divided by 2, then our quotient is 1. We know when 2 is divided by 2, result is 1. When any whole number, suppose a divided by a, the quotient will be 1. And when a whole number is divided by 1, for example, again let us consider 2 divided by 1, the quotient will be what? The quotient will be 2. That is the whole number. So here we have shown you an example. If a not equals 0, okay, forget this, a is a whole number, then a divided by a is 1 and a divided by 1 is a. For example, I have told you, right, 2 divided by 2 is 1 and 2 divided by 1 is 2. Clear? Okay, now let us move to our fifth property, that is when 0 is divided by another whole number other than 0. If 0, what happens, we will discuss. The quotient is 0. That means if a is not a 0 whole number, then 0 divided by a is our quotient will be 0. Clear? Up to this clear. Now we will discuss about if 0 is divided by 0. We cannot divide anything with 0 because it is not possible. For this we will discuss this in this point. When a whole number is divided by 0, the quotient is said to be not well defined. That means it is not possible to divide any whole number. 0 is also a whole number, right? So 0 divided by 0 is also not possible. When a whole number is divided by 0, the quotient is said to be not well defined, because when we must have to divide any whole number, first of all we have to find its multiple, right? So 0 is not a multiple of any whole number. Is it multiple of any whole number? No. So we cannot divide any number with 0. So this is for today's class, and we will solve our exercise in our next class.